I missed you. Did you miss me? Because I missed you so much. Let go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Oh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, November 1st, 2021. This is episode number 358. Barry on Deck, as always, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident, do yourself a solid, put them in your phone. Have their contact info available. You don't want to get screwed by these raggedy-ass insurance companies. You want the AP Law Group on your side. Oh, my goodness. I missed you guys so much, man. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for showing back up to the show. Man, this has been a long, let's see, what was it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days, no show. I don't know what I'm going to do when I take a week off. That's going to be super weird. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Nora said she's not getting vacation this year around Christmas, so I may not take the time off. I don't know. The whole point was to spend time with the wifey, but if she's working, I don't know what to do. Hey, hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great Halloween. I got to start off by saying I really enjoyed seeing all of the, what's it called? The costumes. I really did. Like, usually I know you guys think I'm like, that's all stupid. I don't like it. I enjoyed it this year. I was like, look at this. These families are great. These kids are great. Some of these adults are weird. Some a little slutty. Some not. That's the dudes mostly. A lot of dudes dressing slutty this year. Not sure what that was about. But no, it was cool, man. It was good. Some of you guys are so creative. I think one of my favorites, Cece, I loved yours, by the way. CD Lamb. She was like, I'm a lamb. I loved one of the ones I saw was somebody dressed up as Ted Cruz in the airport leaving during the freeze. That was pretty, I like it when somebody comes up with like really creative stuff. What the hell is House doing? House is like, y'all had a bet. You lost, didn't you, you Vikings loser? House had to change his logo to Queen Bee's logo because the Cowboys beat the Vikings. We're going to get into week 8. But what I love about Halloween is when you guys come up with the most, like, do you remember, what was it, 2015? Was it the 2015 year or the 27? Remember Colby Rasmus in the locker room with the goggles on celebrating, and then there was like little kids dressing up like Colby Rasmus celebrating in the locker room with no shirt on. That popped up on my Facebook memories timeline today. And that's why I was thinking, like, I saw the Ted Cruz guy dressed up and I was like, this is what I really love about Halloween is when you guys take something that's been like newsworthy during the year and then you turn that into a costume. I appreciate that more than anything because anybody can dress up like, Dracula or whatever. And if you went as Dracula, I'm not knocking it, okay? I mean, it is pretty lame. If you're like, ooh, I'm Dracula, okay. It's not very creative. I enjoy the creativity that some of you put into your costumes a lot. Like dressing up as a lamb and wearing a CD Lamb jersey. Incarnate said, all I see are bees now. Yeah, these two with the same bee thing are having a convo, so it's getting kind of weird in there. All right, we have a lot to get to. Not going to go back too far into last week to talk about things we didn't get to talk about on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Probably going to talk a lot of NFL Week 8. We'll talk some college football. We'll certainly talk some World Series. A lot of Texans talk. This is a new low for this franchise. I think this might be a new low for the sport in this city. It's bad, folks, and we need to talk about it. So we're going to get to all that. First, we got to get to the greatest decade in the history of the world. I don't have any sound effects for this, but of course, it's my girl, Shelbsters, right up front. Shelby, I appreciate you, boo-boo. Thank you so much for being the first in. First super chat. Picked up where she left off. It's like we never skipped a beat, Shelby. She was first in the chat, and I appreciate that. Oh, look at Heartthrob chiming in with a $5 super chat. He said, super chat. He said, ugh, Monday. Yeah, I know, but I'm back, and I'm excited about it. So I don't even give a shit that it's Monday. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be streaming again. This is so cool. I'm happy to be back on air, I guess. This is kind of considered air. I don't know. What's up, Ray? All right, let's do all of the chat. Because we haven't done a chat in a very long time. There's Cisco. What's up, dude? Joe Pro in early. How are you, buddy? AJB in the building. I like seeing that. Aaron and his Falcons. TDP, what's up, truck driver Pookie? He said, so Shelby, congrats on first again, I guess. Stop the Shelby. Uh-oh. Shelby's starting to get hate like House did. I like it. I'm here for it. Cece, what's up, girl? Jesus Perez is in the building. My sweet Donna, girl, I missed you. How are you? Who else is here? Chris Reyes, Mr. 1%, Dandy Dan, Uriel Villanueva, House. There was before he changed his logo like he had to. Christy, what's up, girl? The Stealing Souls and Hearts. Who else is here? Matt, what's up, dude? Good afternoon to you, my friend. Matt Poche's in the building. Incarnate is here. Pete Jones, what's up, Perry? Sam, what's up, Mr. Rubio? Good to see you, dude. Who else? Danny Dan is here. Eric Resendez, what's up, man? Jen, hello. Thank you, as always. Who else? Nick Gamboa, what's up, dude? What's good for you, man? Hope you're well. Alex Villanueva is in the building. Who else is here? Going through this chat. Clarence! Hey, guys, what's up? What's up, Clarence, man? I hadn't seen you, talk to you in forever, dude. Good to see you. We got Shelby. We got Incarnate. Let's see, who else? No, did Rev dress up like a sexy nun? That would be terrible. What's up? The King is here. Robert Likes Beers in the building. Francisco. I mentioned Philip Bernard. Heartthrob is here. Thank you again for your super chat, my friend. I think I got everybody. Fidel, Incarnate, and some of you aren't chatting. Virginia Buttonweed, what's up, dude? What's up, VB? Good to see you, man. Demata, and what's wrong with the what? McRib forever. Stop it. What's up, Flip? Ray, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Y'all get to see Ray in about 3 weeks on Thanksgiving, and we see each other like twice a year. What's up, Mimi? Good to see you, girl. Thank you for being here, Bobo. Live in the chat. Astros should call up White Magic to replace Bragg since hitting is easy. All right, do we want to go? Let's do the headlines, and then I've got some house cleaning to do, but I want to get some sports in. For those of you that are just now tuning in, that maybe are just like, all I want is sports, funny man. I don't know why you'd tune into a stand-up comic doing sports if all you wanted was sports, but okay. I almost cursed. I'm trying to be better. Here's your freaking sports, pal. These are all the headlines. Sources are saying that the Rams are finalizing a trade for Von Miller. Well, that's not fair. But it's happening. But that was breaking news right before I went on the air. I haven't seen any stuff come down. But they were talking. There's an article that says Von Miller's emotions still raw as the Broncos agree to trade him to Los Angeles. He said it's all kind of hard to put into words. It's still kind of raw, but thank you everybody, and off to LA. It's still hard. You can't really put it into words. Somebody told me once, you want to make God laugh, then make plans. You've just got to keep going, keep taking it one day at a time. I never got a beautiful baby boy. I've got a beautiful baby boy. Excuse me. Had a lot of beautiful years here, a lot of great memories, a lot of great teammates, a lot of great coaches, a lot of great fans. I mean, he was a lifelong Bronco, it felt like. But you know what? Teams have issues and things to do, and Didn't he come up with a issue or some sort of injury? I thought he had something happen to him. But, man, I tell you what, if they do get a healthy Aaron Donald and Devon Miller, along with Jalen Ramsey anchoring that secondary, boy, as well as Matthew Stafford is playing, the rich just got richer. And now you know why the Rams made some of the moves they made to free up some salary cap. They talked about, hey, we got to do some moves here. So, Rams just elevated themselves as contender with that move right there. Bad news, Titan Hugo. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sad for you. So sad for you. Derrick Henry to have foot surgery out indefinitely. Now, obviously, I didn't get to watch a lot of football yesterday because I was driving. Although I will confession, maybe, just maybe, I'm not used to wearing hats. My hair's all jankety, so I had to wear a hat today. My head's itching. Maybe, just maybe, I took my phone. I opened up Fubo. I put it on the Texans game. I connected it to the Bluetooth in my car. And then I put it on the dash, right? Like right there where you drive, where you see your speed limit. I put it on cruise control, and maybe I peeked and watched a few snaps. Why I did that with this raggedy-ass team, I really don't know, to be honest with you. But maybe I watched a little football while driving home. Maybe. Not condoning it if that was the case. I'm not saying it was. Anyways. Bad news, Derrick Henry out indefinitely. So heartbreaking, really, for Titan Hugo, Titans fans. Although you're not the only one dealing with a serious injury to your MVP through 8 games or what have you. Saints lose Jameis Winston. Torn ACL. Man. That's a tough one because, look, I know we've got a few Titans fans in here. We've got some Saints fans in here. Dak Prescott with the calf injury. At least you guys have an excuse, right? Like if your team goes into the shitter at this point, you're like, well, Jameis Winston he was playing out of his mind. So some of the best numbers he's put up in his career. Derrick Henry, after game 1 of the NFL season, has been unstoppable. The only thing that could stop this dude was an injury. It's tough. It's tough. And the Texans just suck. There's no injury issues here. They just suck. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like even with Deshaun Watson, this might still be a bad football team. I think they might have maybe one more win. Do you think that the Texans would be better than they are with Deshaun Watson? How many games is he worth? There's no talent on that defense. None. I don't know. It sucks. But, man, Clarence, my heart broke for you guys when I heard the news that Jameis Winston torn ACL. At least he was celebrating on his crutches in the locker room. That's a big win for the Saints team. They had to put in a backup and go out and play the defending world champs and Tom Brady and beat them. It's a big win. And it again, and we're going to go through all of the stats, but or all the scores and everything, but the Saints surprised me, man. And they still have a lot of talent on that team, but I don't know what they're going to do for a backup. Maybe they go get A.J. McCarron, or not A.J. McCarron, Andy Dalton. It looks like Chicago's going to be moving on. We'll get to it, I promise. We're going to go through the entire week. But nonetheless, Derrick Henry having foot surgery out indefinitely. Saints confirmed Winston has a torn ACL. We'll see how long he's out. Padres have hired Bob Melvin as their new manager, taking him away from the Athletics. They needed to get a little more stable in that role, and they have. Bucks need extraordinary offer to trade their running back Ronald Jones. They like Fournette. They like what he's doing, but they like having a two-headed monster and some backup, and it's going to take a really good offer, apparently, to get Ronald Jones away from the Bucks. And the Texans said they're set to keep Deshaun Watson past the trade deadline, if they don't get what they're wanting, if they don't get what they're looking for, they're ready to stand pat. Now, here's where things get interesting. Okay? The trade deadline is tomorrow if you don't know. What do you do if you're the Saints? What do you do if you're the Dolphins? Deshaun said he wants to play in Miami. And so Miami knows that. And so they're not going to offer up everything that the Texans are wanting, because they know they've kind of got him over a barrel a little bit. You got to trade him or eat the salary. You got to this, that, and the other. So meet us halfway, take less and we'll make the deal. And the Texans are like, we're not taking less. But the more that stuff like happens, what happens in New Orleans, or what happened in New Orleans, losing Jameis for the season, in a season where you just got a huge division win. If you're the Saints, do you trade for Deshaun and just go ahead and say we have our quarterback of the future? Sorry, Jameis, but this is what we do. If you're the Dolphins, do you just not give anybody else a chance? It's going to be interesting because I think the Saints were one of those names where they had some capital, they had the space. There were a name mentioned early that might be in the market for Deshaun during the offseason after Drew Brees retired. And did they really want to move forward with Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill? And so that name came up. And I like that somebody offered up Cam as a backup. And Saints fans are losing their shit. Why not? What would you rather have, Cam or Andy Dalton? What happened to the whole Taysom Hill? Is that not an option now, Saints fan? Are we not doing Taysom Hill? Is that not a thing? Pretty interesting. What's up, John Wesley? Good to be back, buddy. What did KD say? We don't need Cam throwing a 96-mile-an-hour fastball to AK in the flat. Donna said no to Cam. A lot of Cam haters in here. I mean, what do you do? Clarence said, I'll keep Trevor Siemian and Taysom Hill. Really? Hold on. Let's get over here. Let's get into our week 8. Let's go standings in that one. Here, let me just do this. Nope. What is happening? I almost cursed. I'm trying not to curse. There we go. Let me move my window down. We're going to go standings in a new window. Schedule there. Boomity boom boom. Oh, I got some house cleaning to do. Before we get into this, let me just do two things real quick. One, everybody get shot glass. We're not doing a welcome back shot. Nay, I say. We're doing a birthday shot, bitches. We have a birthday in the building, so I need you all, even if you're at work, I don't care, get your flask out. Looking at you, CC. Get your flask out, go to the car, get that bottle you keep under your seat. Not condoning drinking and driving. Not going to do it. Let's go, Christy. Yeah, Matt. You go get your booze, you raggedy birthday bitch. Guys, it's Matt Poche's birthday. Let's all wish old Matt a happy birthday, Matt. I hope you get some roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into, buddy. I appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful day. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being a deckhead. We love you. Seriously, I hope you have an excellent day, my friend. You deserve it. Cheers to you. Happy birthday, buddy. Ugh. Shit. Been a while since I've done that. It's like anything. You get out of practice. Shit. God damn. That hit different. You kind of got it in the back of the throat. You get, Matt did some old granddad. Yeah, that old granddad hits hard. Boy. It's still really good to shoot, but shit. Oh, man. Lord Jesus, that's terrible. Y'all wish Matt a happy birthday, though. Seriously. I'll recover, get my voice back here. Y'all please wish Matt a happy birthday. God damn it, that was tough. All right. So that's one thing. The other thing I wanted to do, actually, I need to do a third thing. Let me go grab this. I meant to grab this sooner. Let me get over here. Let me get over here. Let me get over here. Want to grab this. Going here. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do, I keep seeing these ads pop up on my Instagram, and it was for like a hat, and I was like, you know what? I need to get a hat made, for Barry on Deck. That would be cool. So I kind of downloaded one, and I like a design that where the fuck, like seriously, what happened to all my shit? There it goes. So I can't decide what I want to do. I know the color I want. I want a navy hat with a white front, but I don't know what logo to put. I'm going to let you guys help. I mean, I'm obviously going to decide, but what do you think looks better? So this is the hat I think I'm going to go with. It's a trucker hat. It's a flex fit hat. But yeah, Matt, post your Venmo. There you go. There's Matt's Venmo. Y'all hit that boy up. Oh, excuse me. So I don't know. I'm going with the full logo or just the moving forward arrows. So I don't know which. A lot of folks, and most people are saying full logo. Yeah, I'm getting the one on the left from a lot of folks. Alex like the one on the right. So I don't know what to get. I'm not saying I'm making these available, by the way. I'm not saying I'm going to be selling these. I'm just saying I'm going to have one or two made. Because I think it's like, it's going to end up being like $20-something just for my cost. And I'm like, that's too much. If I could find a cheap place to get hats embroidered and made, I don't even know what hats sell for. Like if I wanted to make Barry on Deck hats, I don't even know what those would sell for. Good idea, Matt. Good idea. Let's do a poll right now. What hat do you like better? Full logo or just the moving forward arrows? Good idea. Full logo arrows. Okay. Boom. I think the poll just got added. Good, Aaron. Boy, I got some good ass producers in the building here. Alibaba makes hats. See, that'll come out cheap though, right? So hats sell for $20 to $30. So here, I'll show you. I'm going to show you guys this. You probably don't give a shit. But this is what I'm looking at here. Let's see. There we go. Hats. So that's the two I'm thinking about getting made. Show again, Barry. Okay, so CC, that's the two options, left and right. Those are your two. So you can do the full logo or just the moving forward arrows. Joe Bro said Alibaba would send you BERRY on deck. That's hilarious. Ah, that's so fucking funny. CC said full logo. All right, I'll add that to the votes, CC. Also, just since we're talking show, I'm thinking about redoing the logo. Not changing like but I'm thinking, so it's not like you got to buy all new merch, but what I'm thinking about doing, this logo was made in a hurry. This logo was made when I found out I was let go on a Monday. My last show was Wednesday. You guys said to do a show and you'd show up, and I was like, oh shit. I don't know. I don't have a show. I don't have a logo. I don't have anything. So me and my buddy Justin Trapp, he helped me come up with this logo and the name of the show. My tattoo can't be erased. Well, this is all I want to do. I don't want to change the logo. It's still going to be Barry on Deck. It's still going to have the chevrons. Okay. It's still going to be Barry on Deck. It'll still have the chevrons. What I'm thinking about doing though is sending it over to a designer. I know you're still here. That's the amazing thing, Sandoval. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Every day I wake up, I go, oh my God, people are still supporting me. This is fucking amazing. Yeah, Alex says sometimes last minute ideas are the best. But here's what I want to do. I'm going to send this logo. I'm going to hire a designer. I'm looking at a few different ones. And I want to send them what I have and say, how would you modify this to make it look better? I don't want to change the logo. I still like the moving forward arrows. I still like the Barry on Deck. But maybe change the font, change the colors, change the style of the chevrons. I don't know. But I just want to see what a designer, what a professional designer would come up with. Doesn't mean I have to use it. But I've got some designers that I've been looking at, not on Fiverr, by the way, but other places that I might send it over, pay a couple $100 and see what they come up with. So, what's up, Ben? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, Flip, are you a designer? Oh no, I've seen your shit. No, I'm saying a professional, Flip. Total Dallas said you've been around long enough for alternate logos. That's true. Donna said 2 a.m. mainly bad decisions. What? Who's making bad decisions at 2 a.m.? Deck on Barry. No. Okay, now look. So, boy, it looks like the poll's about 80-20 split. I just ended the poll on accident. Oh, well. You get the idea. So, it's an 80-20 split. So, you guys are saying go with the, oh, cool, we got a webcam fuckface jumping in. Thank you guys thank you, CC. You're the best. But yeah, so we're going to get some hats made. Okay, the other thing I wanted to bring up before I get into this. Oh, sorry. I got a major squirrel moment going here, folks. Here's the hats that I was talking about, by the way. Cut to zoom out. All right. So this is the place that I was looking at, Augusta Sportswear. And this was it was like which one was it? Let's see. Hold on. It was one of these hats. Let's see here. Let's just open all of them. I don't remember which one it was. Nope. Was that it? That might have been it. Yep, that's it. So this is the hat, right? This was the hat that I was going to use, the template, right? There it goes. Boom. Right? So you can see that just to get one made is $15. And that's not customizing it. So I'm like, there's no way. There's just not enough margin to have them made like this. I would have to go somewhere. And, that's just too much. Because Total Dallas said hats are going for $20 to $30. Look, I'm still running a business, so margins matter. So I don't think I would be doing it from here. I would have to find a place that had a similar hat. But anyways, having one made just to wear like on days like today when I don't have good hair days is worth it. And just walking around, I guess. Incarnate said, contact the place that is giving you Stroh's gear and see if they have a hookup. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I need to go check my mailbox, by the way. I think it expired. I think I lost it. Walt, stop unhiding the nasty shit. Walt, are you unhiding messages, you raggedy ass? Walt's like, let's see these nasty bitches. Let's go. Speaking of Walt, I want to take a moment and I want to congratulate my guy on the 2021 Lucas Oil World Championships. Walt, my dude, congratulations. Walt out here killing the game. I saw on his Facebook, this is what he posted, because I don't want to mess it up, but he said, wow, Competition Eliminator is a class I've loved since I was a child, but never thought I'd have an opportunity to be a part of winning a world championship in that category. Comp is the most innovative, mechanically, yet strategic class there is. So I'm very proud of what we've accomplished in Complicated Eliminator. Thanks, Bruno Massel, for inviting me on the season-long journey. Mission accomplished. Congratulations, Walt. I love you, buddy. I think that's so badass that you're a world champion. Ain't nobody else out here a world champion. Just Walt and me. I'm the world champion of starting the show late. That's probably the only thing I'm good at. But congratulations, Walt, man. That's freaking badass, dude. Look at that trophy. Look at that. Look at that. Walt out here killing the game, man. I'm digging it, man. Congratulations to you, buddy. Now that he has a championship, he can go into the Hall of Fame. Who, Walt? That is true, right? Right, Magic? That's how people are. Oh, he ain't got no championship. He can't get in the Hall of Fame despite him killing the goddamn game all his life, all his career. But no championship, no Hall of Fame. Walt's a champion. Walt is Hall of Fame now. I like it. It's pretty dope, though, Walt. I'm happy for you, buddy. I'm happy for you. For real. That's, I know. See, y'all don't know, man. Walt has grinded in that sport. I use that term loosely. Don't hate me, Walt. But Walt has grinded in that sport forever. He's 103 years old. Black don't crack. Like, I'm telling you guys, if you look at Walt, you would never guess that he's 103 years old. Look at that. That face looks like 25. But black don't crack. He's 130. So, but he's been in that sport for a very long time. And I'm super proud of him for winning a world championship in drag racing. In competition eliminator. No idea what that means. No idea what that means. I don't know shit about the sport. But I know Walt invited me out one day to the races, and it was badass. So if you ever get a chance to go, you should go. Flip said, is Walt the black guy? Bro, what? Do you not see his avatar right there? No, Walt's not the black guy. Walt's the white guy. He just uses the black guy's photo when he's on YouTube. Yeah, Walt's the black guy. Name a blacker name than Walt. Okay, maybe. Well, Howard? I don't know. Yeah, Walt's the black guy. Why does that matter, Flip? You ask some of the weirdest goddamn questions. Well, I mean, I guess you would think the white guy might be Walt. But there's also a dude named Bruno. Although Bruno Mars, you might be like, oh, the black guy's Bruno. I thought he was the ref. What ref? There's no ref in this fucking picture. God, Flip. You done made me curse. All right. Don't get off my damn. Congratulations, Walt. That's the takeaway here. We talked about the hats. I was going to do something else. I don't even remember now. I'm so all over right now. What was I going to do? I did the hats. I don't remember now. Shit, let's just get into the NFL. I don't even remember what the hell I was supposed to do. There was something else I was going to talk about or do, and I don't remember what it was. So let's just get into the NFL. And so got the headlines, got the hat done, got Matt Poche's birthday. Got it. We're good to go. Let's get into this. Zoom out. There we go. So here's your NFL Week 8 schedule. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss, shall we, famo? Shall we? What? Howdy, guys. Long time no talk. What's up? Holy shit, we got a Scott Hahn Society. What's up, Scotty? What's up, Scotty boy? All right. You can tell the Jameson's kicking in. I'm getting a little loose with it. So here we go. Carolina at Atlanta. AJB. There's no reason Matt Ryan should be suffering this bad. Maybe just trade Matt Ryan to New Orleans. I know that would never happen because it's divisional. I get it. But God damn it, free Matt Ryan. That's the new plug. That's the new saying. Free Matt Ryan. Free Matt Ryan. Free Matt Ryan. Aaron, the Falcons suck. Matt Ryan is just floundering in Atlanta. If the Denver Broncos can trade Von Miller, The Atlanta Falcons can trade Matt Ryan to a contender or potential contender so that he can play out his days living the good life, not S-ing the D and shitting the bed in Atlanta week over week. In a division he's not even the second best team in. Tampa, New Orleans, Atlanta. Actually, it might even be Carolina. Damn it, AJB. What are y'all doing, man? Get rid of Matt Ryan. Trade him. Would you, Aaron, would you lose your shit if the Falcons traded him? Or do you love Matt Ryan enough to want to see him thrive, to want to see him succeed? Go be great, Matt Ryan. Go be great. I want to know, what does Falcons fan think? But that was ugly. That is you look at the box score. Matt Ryan throws for 146 yards. Go be great, Matt Ryan. Listen, Carolina's defense is pretty good. Sam Darnold is not. Got injured. PJ Walker comes in, hands off for a touchdown, and you'd have thought it was the miraculous reception. Listen, Matt, don't disparage the good name of Matt Ryan, Matt Poche. Matt Ryan don't play defense. Matt Ryan handed that raggedy-ass defense a lead in the Super Bowl. He said, here, what was it, 28-3? Go win it for us, defense. I've done my job. And then the defense was like, no, fam. You see this bed? We're just going to shit in it. Don't blame Matt Ryan for the defense losing that game. Don't you dare do it. Oh, wow. Aaron, AJB said we suck with or without him, so it doesn't matter to me, but most Falcons hate Matt Ryan. Really? Lamb bomb! Falcons fans hate Matt Ryan. Well, then trade his ass. Get rid of him. Hey, Mr. Blank, no one gives a shit about Matt Ryan, apparently. Send him to a contender. They should do it in division. Oh, you hate Matt Ryan so much, huh? Well, let's send him to the Saints and see what you guys think. Could you imagine Matt Ryan with this New Orleans team this year? Watch out, Tampa. You might be in a little bit of trouble there. I like it. I like it. Trade Deshaun Watson to Atlanta for Matt Ryan. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyways, there's your suck ass game of the week. What a boring game. I mean, you got to be a Falcons fan or a Carolina fan to even give a shit about that game. Buffalo beat Miami 26-11, and also in the Who Gives a Shit Bowl. Josh Allen now surpasses Kyler Murray as the favorite to win MVP this year. My, how things have changed. One loss, one win. That's it? Really? I think Arizona still has a case to be made. I find it a little bit surprising. But okay, I feel like Buffalo is still the team to beat in the AFC. I feel like they're still a powerhouse. I feel like they're still a damn good football team, despite some of the things they've shown. So I still do think Josh Allen could be the NFL MVP. Heartthrob said, I'm a lifelong Miami fan. Yeah, bro, I don't even know if Deshaun Watson helps in this division this year. I mean, I personally, Heartthrob, flight delayed, now delayed to 420. Hey, damn, CC, you got to sit around till 420? That sucks. If you look at this box score, Tua goes for 21 of 39, 205 yards on 39 pass attempts. Can I just point something out? This is how bad it is for Miami. Oh, she said, I'm in the United Club. Oh, CC gonna be litty. I'm in the United Club. I'm fine. Hey, where's my flight? Cece's going to be stuck wherever she is. I would just like to point something out. Tua averaged 5.3 yards per pass, per completed attempt. Josh Allen averaged 6.9 yards a carry. What? That's how bad it is. Look, Allen isn't much better, 249 on 42 attempts, but he ran for 55 yards and a touchdown and averaged 6.9. Dude, 5.3 is awful. 5.9 ain't great. I'm good with that. But Tua, dude, let's check out Tua's numbers for the year. Let's see his game log. He's gone for 202, 13. Okay. 329, 291, and 205. He's got 5 interceptions. The only game he hasn't thrown an interception was the game against Buffalo on 9-19 that they lost 35-0. It's weird that they've already played Buffalo twice this early. Is this the full regular season? Yeah, I guess it is. Tua's bad, you guys. I get it. You had to draft him. You had to take that chance. You had to try it. I know he was injured in that game, Matt. I understand. Total Dallas said, y'all better not shit on Tua. He's going to be a Texan soon. But Tua's not the long. Tua's only going to be a Texan so that they can move Deshaun Watson. Okay? Don't put that bad mojo on us, Total Dallas. Don't put that bad mojo in this city. We don't need any help in this city. Our football team sucks. We get it. Ho ass ho. We don't need you over here talking shit about the Texans and Tua. I'm going to tell you right now. I'll take Tua over Davis Mills. I don't need to see that anymore. I'm done with Davis Mills. Can we not play this dude anymore? Can we not see this dude play football anymore? Let's just go ahead and talk about the Texans. Let's just get into it. I know that's not next up on the docket, but it's about to be because I'm tired of this shit. Let's talk about the Houston Texans. I don't need to see Davis Mills at quarterback anymore. The experiment is done. This dude sucks. Oh, but look what, 22 unanswered against a second. Great. Congratulations. Your first team was able to put up points against another team's second team. Great. You know what that means? All of your starters are backups. That's what that means. This entire team is made up of backups other than Brandon Cooks. And maybe Justin Reed. This is a team of backups. For real. Ask yourself, how many players on this team, offensively or defensively, would start on another football team in the NFL right now? Very few, if any. Very few, if any. This is a team of backups, which is why they get their ass whooped week in and week out. Period. And I get it. They're in a rebuild. I understand that. But when you've seen Davis Mills go out there and shit the bed and panic and throw terrible passes and make horrible reads and bad decisions and not know when to escape the pocket versus move up in the pocket versus throw the ball away versus take a sack. And it's not his fault. It was a stupid fucking draft pick. Why did you draft this dude? Nick Caserio? Why did you waste a third-round pick on the neck? It made no sense. This guy, no one, he wasn't on anybody's radar for a reason. Because he didn't have any experience in college. I almost started as many college games as Davis Mills. I don't understand why they feel that, bro, just run the goddamn Wildcat for 40 plays. You're going to have just as much success. I mean, Philip Lindsay is ass. They traded Mark Ingram. David Johnson is ass. Nico Collins, I don't know what he is. He's got a shitty quarterback throwing to him. I don't think I need to tell you this is a bad football team, but my point is, people are acting like, oh, well, let's just keep giving Davis Mills a chance. For what? For what? For what? This dude is not an NFL quarterback. He's not a starting. But did you see 22 points against the second team defense? It doesn't matter. Who do you want them to start? My point is, it's not who they're starting. It's people saying, well, let's just see what he can do. I mean, they drafted him in the third round. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter when they drafted him. This is not the quarterback of the future. He shouldn't even be on a roster. Who's the backup right now? What's the dude's name? I don't even know his name. That's how ass he is. Yeah, well, you gladly took Mark Ingram back. Congratulations. Who is the damn backup's name? Let's go to the depth chart. Let's see. Ah, yes. Jeff Driscoll. I'm not going to bullshit you. I think the Texans might have a better shot with Jeff Driscoll than they do with Davis Mills. And my point is, you wasted a third round pick taking a shot on a fucking no-name because you felt pressure because Deshaun Watson wanted out. Why did you waste that third round pick? If we go back and look at some of the names that were taken in the NFL draft, what do we want? 2020? After Davis Mills, and you look at the sheer amount of bullshit that you wasted. Where'd it go? Where's the Davis Mills pick at? There's Grenard. Oh, let me just find it. Where the hell is he? 367. Oh, he was at 67. No, he was not. He was. Oh, these are all the compensatory picks. Where the hell is he on here? I don't even see his ass. Am I in the wrong year? Was it the 2021 draft or the 2020 draft? What the hell? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I want to see who was taken after his ass. Yeah, I think I'm in the wrong draft here. Let me try this. 2021. There we go. Looking at the wrong shit. Dumbass. There you go. I was in the wrong year. Like an idiot. Let's just take a gander at some of the names that maybe pop up that you could have gone out and gotten. I don't know. I'm not recognizing any of these names. Let's just see. Look at all the defensive players. Trey Sermon could have gone out and gotten a running back. Oh, Nico Collins, great job there. Jalen Mayfield, you could have got on a tackle. You liking him, Aaron? Probably. Aaron Robinson, corner for the Giants. I mean, it just seems like such a reach to take a guy that no one gave a shit about. I wonder what other QBs were taken after him. Oh, Ian Book. Well, now there's a good name. I don't know who the hell that is. Let's see. Ian Book was taken. Kellen Mond was taken right before Davis Mills. I would have loved to have had Kellen Mond way more than Davis Mills. Sam Ehlinger. Okay. On the one hand, I understand that you gotta have somebody play quarterback. I get it. And you don't want somebody that's going to play good because you want to get high draft picks in 2022. I get it. But they keep feeding us these lines like Davis Mills might be the future. Well, we're evaluating. Well, you've evaluated him. He's ass. So I don't want this team to try to continue to pull the wool over people's eyes and tell us that Davis Mills is the future of the Houston Texans. He's not. Okay, he's absolutely not. And this team is terrible. And poor Brandon Cooks. This team has said they're not going to trade Brandon Cooks. Why? Why won't you trade Brandon Cooks and get value for the most valuable guy on this team? Well, we want to keep him for the rebuild. What? Why would you do that? If you're going to rebuild. But he's only 28. But he plays like a vet. You don't need a veteran right now. You need draft picks. Stop trying to rebuild around Brandon Cooks. First of all, that's a shitty rebuild strategy. Everything they do, it's just like, what are you doing? Oh, we're going to hang on to Brandon Cooks and we're not going to trade him at the trade deadline and get some picks for him because rebuild. That's your big plan. Let's rebuild around a guy most of the NFL doesn't give a shit about. Just go get some picks, man. If you're going to rebuild, then rebuild. Go get some picks. It's maddening. Absolutely maddening. And here's the crazy thing. So Vanessa Richardson of Channel 2 goes to the game last night. And she says, a first in Texans home game history, ? Out of all the stations, I'm the only local news sports reporter at the game. And no, they're not all at the World Series, #committed. And then she posted this picture where you would see normally all of these people that would be sitting there. Now, I will say this. She kind of made it seem like no media showed up. And I think you got to read between the lines here. And she said, out of all the stations, I'm the only local news sports reporter at the game. So basically what she's telling you is Mark Berman didn't go to the game. Who else is on a station? Whoever. So she was the only one. But there was media there. There was more media there. But I think the point that she's making is a good one. First of all, the seats are absolute ass. When I had Texans credentials, I never went. I didn't want to go. Not even because I didn't like the team or the direction that they were headed or anything like that. My job was to talk about them. But my job on radio is to watch the game and then talk about it for 3 hours or whatever. Those seats are awful. Do you even understand right now? Like she has to chew gum to keep her ears from popping. That's how high up this is. There's literally nothing above you but roof at this point. It might be the worst media area in football. It sucks. But I did see Kim Davis was like, oh, really? You just mean TV media, not print and online because I'm here. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. But she's got a good point. Media's not showing up to this. And speaking of Kim Davis and not showing up, fans are not showing up to this either. Kim Davis tweeted out something that said, today's announced attendance 66,013. Tickets sold which is really bad because that means people are willing to waste their money. Look at this. This is in the middle of the game. This is how few people were in those stands. If you took everybody at this stadium, I don't think you could fill the lower bowl. No, and Matt's saying no way in hell 66,000 people were there. That's not what they're saying, Matt. That's tickets sold was 66,000. I would be willing to bet you that attendance wasn't even half of that. It wasn't even 33K. But you can move everybody down from the upper bowl and the mezzanine down to the lower bowl, and you still wouldn't feel it. You still wouldn't feel it. What's up, Vicente? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. I'm good. Just bitching about these raggedy ass Texans. But this is how bad it's gotten. And you know what? In a lot of ways, this is how good it's gotten. This team deserves this. This team deserves no media showing up, and this team deserves no fans showing up. Because all this team did since their existence was bow to us. We have brought you football, Houston, Texas. We don't have to try. We don't have to field a competitive team. We have football. Kneel before us and suck it. Fans, get on the waiting list. Pay too much money for a shitty watered-down product. Buy our merchandise. Tailgate in our parking lot and pay extra. We shall put forth no effort whatsoever. Ha, ha, ha. And you will like it. So if you expect me to feel sorry for the Texans because this is game day for them, nah, fam. I don't feel sorry for this team. They're getting everything they deserve. This team chose to treat the media like shit in this town, which is why the media is not showing up. This team chose to treat the fans like shit in this town, which is why the fans aren't showing up. They've chosen to treat their players like shit, which is why all the good ones wanted out or left. This is a toxic organization from top to bottom, and they are reaping what they are sowing. You think Fire Jack Easterby was just a funny shirt? No, that's a real thing. This is why people don't want to be in this organization. Because they hire ass clowns like Jack Easterby to come in and redfish, bluefish, fuck these fans. And these players, I'm just going to be here playing football guy. This team has earned every bit of this apathy and lack of support. Don't for 1 second get in this chat or at me on Twitter, hoes, and tell me, you don't ever have nothing positive to say about the Texans. What would you like me to say about this organization? They're one of the worst run organizations, not in football, in sports. Hands down. You don't have those level of superstars that have come through this organization actively trying to get out if you're not fucking it up every chance you get. Whether it's saying racist shit, or hiring the wrong people, or making the wrong decisions, or doing the wrong things. They've earned it all, and I don't feel sorry for them. And I know that if I'm ever get another job in media, they're never going to give me press passes again. Fuck them. I don't want to go to your shitty ass game and cover your shitty ass team. Sell the team, Cal. Sell the team. Go away. I almost want to tell you as a football fan, I would just rather not have a team in this city than to have to continue to watch a team run by the McNairs. And at this point, I think I believe that. Sometimes you might say, oh, Barry's just waxing poetic. He's just saying outlandish shit to get us to keep watching. He's just going over the top because that's what he does. Am I, though? Am I? At least when the Lions are a shithole or the Browns are a shithole, you feel like, well, they're trying. The Texans didn't even try. They just sat back and went, yeah, bring us your money. Doesn't matter what we do. You dumbasses are going to support us no matter what. Because you love football in Houston, right? They have taken the hope of a city when this franchise was announced and done this to it. Think about that. Houston sports fans are some of the best fans in the world. This is a city, and you can talk, and I talk all the shit about some bandwagon fans and this and that and the other. But this is a city that when the Oilers went off and lost in the playoffs, they gave them a parade for losing. They came back to a full Astrodome after losing for a fucking pep rally for losing. So don't tell me that these fans won't rally around you if you do right by the fans. Because they absolutely will. But you can only shit on a fan base for so long until this happens. And quite frankly, to me, there's still too many people at this game. Still. But they'll wise up. And I saw some people hit me up on Twitter. They're like, yeah, well, now I can take my son to a game and it's super cheap. Great. It is. We do love sports. We are a destination city. We are a melting pot city. People come from all over and they have their allegiances to their teams, but I think people generally still want to rally around a good team in town. People, if the Texans are doing good, I don't give a shit if you're a Dolphins fan or a Saints fan or a Cowboys fan. Maybe not a Cowboys. But for the most part, I think you guys would still be like, oh, the Texans are winning. That's good for the city. That's good for sports. That's good for football. That's good to just be living in this city where the football team, one, gives a shit about the product on the field, and two, gives a shit about the fans that are consuming the product. But this organization has not done either. Think about the quarterbacks they've put forward. They're getting everything they deserved. And I do not feel sorry for this team at all. I laugh at it. Do you know how shitty they were to the media? And shitty they were to the people in the organization that actually treated the media with some respect? This is an organization that, because of Jack Easterby, okay? Are you guys ready? I don't think you understand what I'm about to tell you. You're about to get some real inside baseball. Hold on. What's her name? Get ready, because this is about to be a little, some of you may know this, some of you may not. Some of you may not give a shit, but I'm about to tell you what goes on in this organization and why it's a piece of shit run organization. This is why. So, and I am just shooting myself in the foot right now. I'll never get credentials again with the Texans. And I don't give a fuck at this point, because I can watch the game from the comfort of my home instead of these nosebleed ass media box you put everybody in, and then still come on this show or the radio or anywhere else and talk about it. I don't need your raggedy ass credential. The Texans bring in Jack Easterby, character coach for the New England Patriots. And immediately, he's a try too hard, wannabe fit in, non-NFL knowing weirdo. He's a church guy. That's all he is. And they think this is the right move. So they bring him in, and players within the organization are like, ugh, no thanks. This guy's a fucking weirdo. This guy tries too hard. Legitimately, I've had people tell me that are in the organization that when Jack Easterby walks in a room, players are like, I got to go. And they leave. They don't want to be around this dude. They literally don't want to be in the same room as this tryhard. But he also, it's not just that. It's not just that. What he brings with him is that church mentality, that Christian values mentality that he's now trying to force on an organization, and Cal and those folks are good with it. They're like, yes, push those Christian values, which is also why some players are like, yo, that's not how I think. Don't push that shit on me. I want out. And it's also why, rumor has it, that some of the personnel decisions they've made, like letting go of their VP of communications, Amy Palcic, because some of the things that she talked about and supported didn't align with Christian values. You got rid of one of the best PR people in the business because it didn't vibe with Jack Easterby's values? These are the rumors, folks. And this is why when I tell you this is a shitty run organization, it's a shitty run organization. They're letting Jack Easterby dictate what happens to this franchise. This is why so many people want out. This is why the Deshaun Watsons of the world and the J.J. Watts and the Nuke Hopkins are glad to be rid of this whole thing. Because guys like Jack Easterby would rather push their agenda than put a good football team out on the field. That's the rumor anyways. So, if you're not in the organization with good Christian values, making good Christian decisions over good football decisions, watch out. Jack Easterby might get you fired, allegedly. Just make football decisions. I don't give a shit what your values are, Cal. I don't give a shit what your values are, Jack. Just put a good fucking team out on the field. Whatever it is you believe, go believe that shit on your own time. Don't push that on the fans and through the front office. No one gives a shit. I assure you. I assure you. And now, you're reaping what you sow. Carter said Joe Osteen might be the next QB. Well, I mean, he might. I bet if fucking Easterby had his way, Joe Osteen would be playing for that team. Ben said it's not like they need PR or anything right now. I'm telling you, dude. Ask the media people in this city what they thought about Amy Palcic. Great at what she does. And look, the NFL had directives like we couldn't get credentials with 97.5 when I was at ESPN because partly I don't think the Texans wanted to. I think 610 was working a backdoor deal with them, and the NFL was saying you can't credential everybody for the season. You got to go game to game. I think it was a little bit of everything. However, I think the Texans loved that, and Amy had to deal with it. But she was so well respected that the firing was like, and if you don't believe me, if you think I'm just making shit up and everything I'm telling you is just nonsensical and me ranting, well, how about this? Oh my God, go away, Kron. Fuck. What are we doing? How about this? Zoom out. NFL media trashing the Texans for firing PR chief Amy Palcic. And there's an entire long-ass article So the Texans fire their PR director because she isn't a culture fit. And countless reporters who a PR director's job is to work with daily take to Twitter to express how terrific she is at her job. If she doesn't fit, what kind of culture do the Texans want? She's great at her job. So to be clear, Amy is one of the most talented, dedicated, and smart PR people I've ever known. Whoever hires her next will get the very best. Freeman also added, Deshaun Watson needs to get the hell out of there. Folks, Jack Easterby had a lot to do with this. It's stunning move, stunning. She's one of the best media relations people I've met in my 36 years covering the NFL. Top 5, says Peter fucking King. So good job, Cal. Way to let Jack Easterby take you from an organization that the fans rallied around, that the city supported, to this and this. Great job, guys. Great fucking job. Let's give it up for the Houston Clowns. Just take Texans off your name. Just call yourself the Houston Clowns. Nope. Okay, what the hell just happened there? Played the outro. I get it, it's a check if you're a player, but man, you can't wait to get out of this city fast enough. Brandon Cooks is like, please, I'll go anywhere. Send me to Detroit. I don't give a shit. At least Dan Campbell's crying. One to win. They're close. There's no Jack Easterby in Detroit. There's no Jack Easterby in New York. I'll go anywhere. Oh my God. This whole fucking webcam guy is kind of relentless, isn't he? Just block that dude. How do you block? I don't know how to. I don't know that there's a way where I can like block. I wish I could make this. So too bad you guys have to just subscribe, because I could turn this off to where only subscribers could chat. Because then you get these fucking idiots with their spam bullshit. It's just like, oh my God. Yeah, please report the guy. You guys can do that. Let's see. Can I? Oh, there you go. Report. Pornography. There you go. Thank you. I did report him. Okay. So it's 3:20. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk some Astros and some World Series. I have theories. I have thoughts. A whole lot more. We're going to talk about this team, what to expect in Game 6 and Game 7. Can this team pull this off? We're going to find out. But we're going to talk about all that more. I got to go pee. I'm going to grab me a Diet Coke. We can talk a little more football. We can talk baseball. We can talk whatever you guys want. We got to go over the AP poll. Check out what's going on. Cougar inside the top 25 now after a big win over SMU. So we'll talk about all that and more right after this quick break. Literally, I'm just going to go pee. I'm going to grab a Diet Coke, and I'm going to come right back to this chair and sit down and keep rolling. So do not go anywhere. I'm talking to all 52 of you watching right now. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. It's good to see you again. I'll see you in 2 minutes. number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around to the break. I told you it'd be fast. I told you that'd be quick. That wasn't long at all. Quick little pee. New Diet Coke. Good to go. CC's flight's now leaving at 3:45, so that's good. Incarnate said, I just realized if Barry added 2 more V's to the hat, it would say White Magic. I guess that's true, right? If we there and then there. No, this is what is this? This is, who makes this? I forget what the hell this brand is. I mean, it's just a flex hat, but I forget the name of the brand. I don't know. V something. I don't know. It's an MMA brand. It's an old ass hat. I just had to grab a black hat to wear. All right, let's talk a little Astros. Actually, did we get all the NFL I wanted to talk in? I mean, we'll do some more NFL tomorrow if we need to. Let's see real quick. Let's go back. Scenes. Zoom out. Let's real quick. Let's finish. Yeah, RVCA. That's what it is. Ruka. Fro hair signing. I know. I gotta get my hair cut so bad. Let's see. Let's go through the rest of these real quick. Carolina beat Atlanta 19-13. Buffalo beat Miami 26-11. San Francisco beat Chicago 33-22. But Justin Fields impressed a lot of folks, which is why now they're talking about trading Andy Dalton. Pittsburgh beat Cleveland. What is going on in Cleveland, man? Way too much talent. Baker Mayfield having to come out and say, we'll handle this internally. We'll figure it out. But I had high hopes for Cleveland, kind of like I had high hopes for Miami, and both of them are just shit in the bed. Philly beat Detroit. No surprise there. Dan Campbell's like, we're a bad team. All right, we're a terrible team. And it's on me. He did his best Gary Kubiak. This one's on me. Tennessee beat Indy in overtime. That one was closer than it should have been, I think. Carson Wentz out here trying to do his best Patrick Mahomes left-handed pass impression and then getting picked off, pick 6 on the 2-yard line. What an idiot. Carson Wentz is bad at football. Cincinnati stumbles, bumbles, and fumbles their way to a loss versus the Jets. Just when you think you know a team and you're like, the Bengals are for real, they lose to Mike White. Who? Mike White. Who? Mike White. Kid comes out of nowhere because Zach Wilson is injured, never started a game in his life, and goes out there and throws for 405 yards. And you watch ESPN, you've seen where they talked about the fact it's the second most yards, passing yards in the first start in NFL history, only behind Cam Newton. Now, a lot of it was dinks and dunks and yards after the catch, but you got to find the receiver. You still get credit. A yard's a yard. Now there's a quarterback controversy in New York. Salah's like, I don't know. It's Mike White, kid. We'll see what he does next week. If he does good next week, Yes, not Mike White, White Mike. By the way, I talked to Christopher Hart. He was like, do the deckheads miss me? Because I miss being able to do the show. I was like, yeah, they miss you. We all miss you, fucker. Come back. So the Jets go out and beat Cincinnati. That's a big win for them, man. Nothing like false hope. Rams beat the Texans 38-0. I refuse to give them credit for those 22 points. That was against backups and second team players. Stop it. That was 38-0. That's what that ass whooping was. New England beat the Chargers. My new adopted team. I've been a lifelong Chargers fan for about 4 weeks now. This is a tough loss for a lifelong Chargers fan. Is New England for real? Is it time that we look up and go, okay, Mac Jones, I see you, New England. I see you. What's happening over there? Belichick's got a squad balling. Seattle beat Jacksonville 31-7. That's a good game for Seattle. They needed something like that. I don't think Seattle's good right now for sure, but they needed a win like that over a bad Jacksonville team. Denver beat Washington 17-10 in a snooze fest. Heineke, boy, every time you think, he does something stupid, bad reads, inaccurate. He's a backup. That's what they do. Tampa loses a tough one. No reason they should have lost this. They just got outplayed. New Orleans beats them 36-27, and Dallas beats Minnesota. Goes on the road. No Dak Prescott. Cooper Rush. Who? Cooper Rush. Who? Cooper Rush. Throws for 325 yards. That says as much about that Minnesota defense as it does Cooper Rush and that Dallas offense. And sometimes, look, an offense can be so good, it's just plug and play. It's just plug and play. All right. Look, Cooper, stop it. Heartthrob said Belichick's like the second. It was like a scorned ex-girlfriend who shows up to the dance with a new boy, Mac Jones, right? Yeah, Cooper to Cooper. How you like that action? Dandy Dan said Tampa's a good team, but their schedule's weak. You got to play who you play, bro. I will say this about the NFL. Let's go look at the standings. It doesn't seem like there's much parity right now. I think there's either really good teams and really bad teams. There's no I don't know. There's not a lot of, I don't feel like there's a lot of parity. Like these divisions are very top heavy and bottom heavy. Look at that. 7-1, 7-1, 3-4, 3-5. 6-2, 5-2, 4-4, 3-4. 7-1, losing records. 6-1, losing records. 5-2, 4-3. I mean, this is probably the most balanced of the divisions, maybe. This one's okay. 6-2, 3-5, 1-6, 1-7. 5-2, 5-3. This is pretty balanced, the AFC North. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of parity in the NFL this year. So, all right, let's talk a little World Series. Let's talk a little baseball action, shall we? Let's get over here. Scores. Let's pull up last night's box score. Oh, do we have the pitch matchup for? Oh, Garcia versus Fried. Okay. So the Astros on the brink of elimination. Do what the Astros always do. They rally. I'm not saying that this team is going to win the World Series. But I'm also not telling you that it won't surprise me if they do. This is a team that has always rallied, that has no panic in them, and will get contributions from different people at different times, but when they're really needed, their stars seem to step up. Last night, the infield, which has been pretty bad for the most part, they showed a graphic on how bad they had been in this World Series at the plate. Yuli and Altuve and Correa and Bregman had big games. Bregman specifically gets the ball rolling, and he's broken. And I talked about it on Twitter. I've talked about it on the show. There is something wrong with Alex Bregman. I don't know what it is. I hope he figures it out. I'm rooting for him, but you can tell there's an issue with him. I don't know if it's an injury that's lingering. I don't know if it's a mental issue. I don't know if he just needs a break. I don't know if he's lost I don't know what it is. I know his swag is gone. I know his swagger is completely gone. That's part of it. But something is wrong with Alex Bregman. Now, some of these guys are just going to slump. Yordan's in a slump. He's up there just flailing away. If you watched Yordan Alvarez take at bats last night, he looks lost. He looks like he's trying way too hard to recapture the mojo from the ALCS. And that is the last thing that he and any of the guys on this team need to be doing. If it wasn't for Michael Brantley and Kyle Tucker, I don't think anybody above would be hitting above 300 on this team in the World Series, in the post, and specifically in the World Series. It's that bad. But hitting is contagious. And even guys that are slumping, and when guys slump, it makes the lineup feel like it's slumping. And when guys start to turn it around, it makes other guys figure it out or get energized. And look, you can blame the hitting coach, but you can go out and find the holes in the guy's swing. But if he's unable to execute, if mentally he's guessing at the plate instead of taking a different approach and just sitting on something in the zone and guessing fastball or guessing breaking ball, which is exactly what Yordan looks like he's doing. He's guessing at pitches. I mean, everything's to a pop up to left field. You might think that's mechanical, and maybe it is. Maybe he's like dragging his back shoulder, or his hands are dropping too low, or whatever. But it's strange that it's not the lineup that's concerning me. Because they put up 5 runs again last night, or more than 5 runs. And I think I saw a graphic on Fox last night that said second most games with 5 or more runs in the playoffs ever. So it's not like they're not scoring in all these games that they've played in. And yeah, I get it. We can, 3-2, 2-0. I get that. They scored 2, 7, 0, 2, and 9. But when you're giving up 6 and then 2 and 2 and 3 and 5, you might think, look, all these guys have to do is hit. They're good to go. But as much as I think Bregman is broken, as much as I think Bregman has something going on up here, I think that the starters are in just as bad of shape. The bullpen, no complaints from me. This bullpen has been solid. This bullpen has been about as steady as you can get. But watching Fromber, a guy who looked like, oh shit, ALCS second game, Fromber Valdez finally turned a corner. This is going to be the Fromber we can expect from here on out. I bet some of you even thought Barry's stupid for saying this team needs an ace. There's your ace right there, Fromber Valdez. Luis Garcia does the same thing. It's going to be really tough to win 2 games in a row at home with this starting rotation. Luis Garcia, somebody said that it might be Zach Greinke in Game 7. It's all hands on deck in Game 7. It don't matter who takes the mound, by the way. Doesn't matter. Everybody's pitching in Game 7. Everybody's available, except Luis Garcia if he starts tonight. Everybody else will be available. But starting pitching is a problem for this team. I'm not worried about hitting. But the consistency of starting pitching over the next 2 games, I think Dusty has to refocus how he handles this. Like, Luis Garcia, to me, has 0 leash. I don't give a shit if it's first and second, no outs in the first. Go get him. This is now Christian Javier's next 3 innings, 4 innings, 5 innings. It's now Odorizzi's. It's now whoever. I know Urquidy just pitched last night, and they didn't want to do that. I'll tell you one thing that surprised me. Zach Greinke pinch hitting and getting a hit. Bro, Greinke is unbelievable. It's like having an extra player that the other team doesn't have because you can pinch hit. And if he's going to pitch game 7, great. But if not, like, you literally have an extra bat in the lineup. It's so great. And he's such a quirky dude, but it's so cool to see this dude out here getting hits. It's crazy. I would pinch hit Zach Greinke for Alex Bregman late in the game. Okay, that's not true. But damn it, you could convince me otherwise. Greinke looked like a deacon. Greinke's my hero. Yeah. He does love to hit, and he's good at it. He's absolutely good at it. I'm completely ignoring White Magic, by the way. I'm tired of buying into his trolls. I'm not doing that anymore. White Magic, you're gonna need a new shtick, buddy. I'm not buying into that anymore. If you want to make real comments, I will entertain them. From now on, though, I ignore stuff like that. But I think the Astros, here's the thing, and you got to keep this in perspective, right? You're supposed to be down 3-2 right now. If you really think about it, you're supposed to be down 3-2. If you go the way home field advantage is supposed to go, you win 2 at home, you go on the road, you lose 3, and you come back with a nice, comfy home field advantage to win 2 at home and win the World Series. Now, they happen to do it a little ass backwards and lose the first game and then win the last game in Atlanta to stay alive. But 2 games to 3 is what it should be right now, technically. You would think that you could go on the road and win 1 out of 3 games in baseball, and they did, so they shouldn't have shit the bed. But worst case scenario in baseball, I mean, worst case is you lose, but if you're going according to home field, it wouldn't be surprising if the home team won every game. Remember when the home team lost every game in 2019? That was super weird. But if it was 3-2, you'd go, yeah, okay. Astros took care of their business at home, and Atlanta took care of their business at home. Cool. Now they got to come to our house and win too. Good luck. So it could be worse. The good news is you're coming off of a win. The momentum, the bats got a little hot. Maybe Bregman figured it out. Maybe moving down to the 7th spot, let him relax a little bit. Leave him there. I'm good with that. Machete came up huge. Don't expect that anymore. But you got a huge contribution from a bat that you don't expect to get a contribution from in a must-win game. Machete was huge. But so was Correa. So was Bregman. All these guys stepped up. The only one that really looked awful to me was Yordan last night. He looked lost. And that happens. So I think there's a difference to what I'm seeing with Yordan and what I'm seeing with Alex Bregman too. Big difference. Steven said, do you think there's anything to the fact that the weather prevented them from taking BP in games 3 and 4? No. Because they have a tunnel, they have a batting cage down there. You can get your swings in, you can get your hacks in. It's not like they went out there absolutely cold and just had to start swinging. I mean, they've got a batting cage under all of these stadiums. So if you need to get 50 bats to get 50 at bats, 50, see the ball 50 times pregame, before game to get good at you're good. Because the live pitching they're seeing in batting practice, it's not live pitching. It's somebody throwing 50-mile-an-hour eephus pitches so that they can just groove their swing. And you can do that, damn it, in the tunnel. Now, is it the same? No. But I wouldn't make an excuse for that. Was scoring down a little bit? Yeah. But I mean, it's not like the Braves got batting practice and the Astros didn't. If that were the case, that'd be pretty shitty. But I don't think that was the case. I think everybody. Joe Pro says not the same BP without the stadium background and view. Yeah, but I don't think. I don't think, Joe Pro, that these guys. I mean, it's not like they've not hit in that stadium before. It's not like that they even if they haven't, it's. I don't think it's that. I think you guys are. I think that's Houston fans, and that's a loser mentality. I'm not saying you have a loser mentality, Joe Pro. I'm saying in general, if this is what Astros fans are trying to do to make an excuse, is have this loser mentality of, well, the reason we lost was because of the batting practice. Unless an Astro comes out and says that, that's just Astros Twitter trying to come up with shit. So, I don't know. What does it say? This guy I work with thinks the Steelers are great. Can you tell Fred the Steelers blow, please? I have it on speaker so he can hear you. I mean, I don't want to take requests. This isn't like 104. Hey, can I give a shout out to Carol? This is a long distance dedication to Fred. This one goes out to Fred. Hey, Fred, Steelers suck, buddy. I mean, I'm a Mike Tomlin fan. I'd be curious to know, Steven, is Fred from Pittsburgh or is he just a bandwagon ass hoe? Because no one not from Pittsburgh is a Steelers fan. You're either from the city of sadness, that's Pittsburgh, or you're not. Yeah, I don't think Dez is here. Yeah, and Justin Kelm. But Justin's from Pittsburgh. Yeah, he's from the Burgh, sad city. No one chooses to be a Steelers fan. No. There's way better teams that you would choose to root for. But they're not great this year. So, yeah, Fred, you can kind of shut up about the Steelers this year. They're pretty bad. Sorry, Fred. But I'm a big Mike Tomlin fan. I'd love to see the Texans go get Mike Tomlin. I'd trade Mike Tomlin for Dave Culley straight up. CZ said Pittsburgh sucks, the city sucks, and the people suck. No, and no. I think it's a pretty city. I thought it was beautiful when I went there. That was a long time ago, and they say weird shit like Yoons. Hey, Yoons going down to the mill to make some steel because we ain't got shit else to do in this godforsaken city that looks pretty in some places. I don't know. Pittsburgh is one of those cities where you're like, why are we talking about it this much? Sorry, Fred. If you don't like it, move back to Pittsburgh. No, Matt. More like Schittsburg, right, guys? What the hell was I going to talk about before Steven interrupted with a request? I forget what I was going to talk about. It was something. Oh! Yeah, have a good flight, CC. I wanted to talk about this Ben DuBose thing. Did y'all see this? So Ben DuBose deactivated his Twitter. Apparently, people were upset with him. Oh, back to Greinke, the utility player. I bet you Greinke could play second base. I don't think he can play short or third, but I would be willing to bet you Zach Greinke could play second base or first base. No problem. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Travel safe, CC. We'll see you soon, sweetie. But Ben DuBose, I don't like the guy. He's a Rockets cuck. I mean, if the Rockets, if a franchise had balls, he had those balls in his mouth. He's a Rockets cuck. He's a Rockets hoe. I don't think he's good at what he does. That's my personal opinion. I think he's full of shit. I think he's all show and no go, whatever you want to say. I don't like the dude. I've never even met the guy, but just all the interactions that I've seen of him on Twitter and all of his reporting and news shit, he's a glorified blogger that just blows the shit out of the Rockets until he got some run. Oh no, I've said this before on air, Westling. Back when I did The Usual Suspects, I used to talk shit about Ben DuBose on air. But I'll say this, whatever opinions I have of him as a media member doesn't warrant Astros Twitter talking shit to the guy because he has opinions about the Astros in such a way that Astros Twitter, let me tell you something about Astros Twitter. This is definitely not going to make, I've already probably, if the Texans ever listen to this, already hate me. Now Ben DuBose hates me. But let me tell you something about Astros Twitter. Fuck Astros Twitter. Astros Twitter is a bunch of fucking bullies and hoe-ass bitches. You guys, if you're a part of Astros Twitter, get a fucking life. First of all, there's no such thing as Astros Twitter. It's a bunch of Wolfpack loser mentality hoes that attack people when they give an opinion. Get a fucking life. If you want to root for your team, root for your team. But y'all out here trying to get people canceled. Y'all around here trying to fucking destroy people's lives over a fucking baseball team. What kind of a weird ass loser mentality is that? Root for your team. Be supportive. I think you should. And I think that part of it is great. But when you start doing weird shit and exposing people's personal information or making people shut down their accounts or talking shit to people in such a way that it starts to become bullying, fuck you, Astros Twitter. Get a fucking life. It's weird. You guys get weird about this shit. Wow, I'm part of Astros Twitter. Hey, Rockets Twitter, do your thing. What the fuck is that? Are we grown people or is this high school? The fuck are you doing, weirdos? It's so weird to me. Hey, Rockets Twitter, this guy said something bad about the Rockets. Do your thing. How about do your thing and get a fucking life? I don't understand this part of it. Root for your team. Get together. Do meetups. That I love. I love that part of it. It's all the bullying that some of y'all do. I wish you motherfuckers would. Please, somebody was like, somebody made it appear like Astros Twitter got Ben DuBose to cancel his account, which I thought it was. And then I was like, oh, I wish y'all motherfuckers would tweet this shit to me. Because trust me, I have no problem taking the time to respond to every single person that would try to bully me to tell them to go fuck themselves. Every single one of them can literally tuck their dick up under their taint, put it in their butthole, and go fuck themselves. You're not going to bully me on Twitter. But they do this. Grown-ass people bully other people because they're part of a team Twitter thing. It's fucking weird to me. Be cool, support your team, have fun, do meetups, but stop bullying people. You guys are fucking assholes sometimes. It's disgusting. And you see it all the time. Yankees and fucking Red Sox, and it's not just Astros Twitter, but it's these fucking weird loser team mentality Twitter things that y'all do. I don't get it. I don't get it. But they jumped on Ben DuBose, who I don't give a fuck about Ben DuBose. He's an idiot. But it's his job to give opinions. It's his job to give opinions. That's what bloggers do. And then they want to go after him and say mean shit. Just unfollow the guy. Just unfollow the guy. If you don't like his opinions, why the fuck are you following him? If you don't like my opinions, I certainly don't want you following me. I don't want you watching this show. I mean, if you want to disagree with me on topics, cool, we all disagree. But if you just absolutely can't stand it, just unfollow him and move on with your life. But some of these weirdos would rather sit there and follow him and just say mean shit to the dude over and over and over, and I don't understand it. The same thing happens to me, trust me. The mute button is the most amazing thing ever on Twitter because I don't give a fuck if you like or don't like an opinion I have. My job is to give an opinion. And if you want to have good social discourse about the opinion, cool. But if you just want to be a dick and try to say dumb dick things to me, go fuck yourself. I'll just mute you. People get so weird about it. And there's a difference between responding to an opinion. I want you to understand that. There is a difference between saying, I disagree with your opinion and here's why. That's just discourse. That's fine. What I'm talking about is when people go too far. And I have seen it time and time again where people who are a part of Astros Twitter go too far. It's just unnecessary. What are you doing with your life? If that's all you live for is to get on Twitter and try to be a dick to people, it's fucking weird. What happened? Another example of people saying shit on Twitter they wouldn't dare say face to face. Oh, all the time. All the time. What did they say to you, Joe Pro? Did somebody say some shit to you? Yeah, I miss Todd too. I miss Todd so much. Oh, I thought Joe Pro had an example. Maybe. I guess not. Deckheads. What? I swear. Best part of the mute button is they'll never know, so they'll still scream into the void. Oh, yeah. Do you know how many people have mute? Here's the best part. So if you don't follow me, I don't see your tweets to me. Because I think, like, if you want to attack my, like, you know, I do this. This is what I do. I get on this camera for 2 hours, hour 55, and I say shit, and people disagree or agree. They like it or they don't like it. They laugh or they don't laugh. And then they come and give their opinions and whatnot. And the way I see it is if I got to put myself out every day and give opinions that may be unpopular or people don't like, if you're gonna tell me that that's dumb shit every time, then you have to at least follow me. It's just I'm in the follow business. I'm in the promotions business. So I'm not gonna listen to you tell me I'm a fucking idiot if you're not even following me. That's a beautiful thing. And the mute button is also beautiful. If all you ever do, if you follow me, but all you ever do is just say mean or negative shit, I'm not going to block you. I'm just going to mute you. And then I don't have to listen to your dumb shit anymore. But I don't understand this Wolfpack mentality that Team Twitter has. And what I mean by Team Twitter is Rockets Twitter, Astros Twitter. Is there even a Texans Twitter? I don't think anybody cares. Cowboys Twitter. Like, I just don't, it's crazy to me. No, that's not the rule, White Magic. White Magic said, well, then unblock me. That's not the rule. If you correct my spelling, you get blocked. That's the rule, bro. That's the rule. I can never get a hat. Westling, this is the real struggle on live streaming is getting your hat to not look crooked. John knows. Texans LinkedIn. It's just, I just don't understand it. I don't know. I saw that and I'm glad I got clarification because Kobo was like, no, Ben DeBose he didn't deactivate his account because Astros Twitter was bullying him. They were being dicks to him. But he said if they won or lost, he would. He said if they lost, he would. So he did it on his own. But it doesn't change the fact of how some of those people act. And again, I don't want to say, I know some of you are actually members of Astros Twitter. But I think we have a pretty cool group of people here. There's a few weirdos. But for the most part, you guys are good, decent people that don't go around bullying people. It's not the spirit of this show or the Deckhead community or what we do. So I'm obviously not. I mean, unless this does apply to you, and if it does, what the fuck are you doing? Stop being a weirdo. We bully with love. That's right. We bully with love. I'm just going to make Barry memes every week on Twitter. Well, Joe Pro's a team weirdo. Cowboys fans just fight in real life. Oh, that's true, Matt. That's true. White magic. Fidel said Rev House definitely a weirdo. Yeah, I just don't understand it. I don't know. That's enough ranting about Astros Twitter. I just wanted to address that because I saw it and I was like, what are we doing, man? Just let people say weird shit. You know what? I'm not voting tomorrow, Demona. I don't give a fuck. You know what? How the best way, if you don't like Ben DeBose, if you think Ben DeBose shouldn't be doing what he's doing, is stop following him, stop reading him, stop responding to him. Just X him out of your digital life. Trust me. I rely on people to watch and follow and support and all those things. It matters. And if there's no support, there's no job, there's no thing. Or you got to start over and rebuild it again and try to find your market and your niche and the people that do support you. But you don't have to attack the guy. And again, this is coming from somebody that doesn't even like the dude. Just ignore him. That'll hit way worse. I don't even know who that big guy is. Yeah, he's a Rockets blogger. I don't know. Just my 2 cents. What is feels bad, man? I don't know what that is. Yeah, enjoy the World Series. Save the arguments for the offseason. I got to tell you, I don't have high hopes for the Astros. I feel like it could be over tomorrow. Rip Barry is funny. For what? Oh, for Astros Twitter coming at me? I wish they would. Let me tell you 2 reasons why I wish Astros Twitter would make a run at me, John Westling. 1, because most of them don't follow me. So every time they tweeted me, I wouldn't see it anyways. And if you don't see it, you can't give a fuck. But if they all were like, well, we're going to bully Barry, they would all have to follow me, which means my numbers would skyrocket and the Twitter algorithm would be like, Barry's popular. So either they're going to follow me to talk shit, which isn't going to hurt my fucking feelings, or they're not going to follow me and talk shit and I'm not going to see it. So either way, I feel like I win if Astros Twitter wants to bully me. Now, Game 6. Danny Dan said, I feel like the Astros have a decent shot as long as the bats don't die again. And that's the concern. Fried is he worries me, man. Fried's the kind of guy that can absolutely pitch a gem. White Magic said, tweeted out, Astros suck. They lose big time tomorrow night. Astros Twitter blow me. I mean, I would tweet out Astros Twitter can blow me. But I'm not tweeting out Astros suck because they don't suck. And I don't think they lose big tomorrow necessarily, but I think there's a strong possibility that tomorrow might be the last game of the baseball season. I hope not. I certainly hope not. But if I asked you, honestly, if I injected you all with true serum, not fan serum, not, ooh, we wish serum, oh, we hope serum, but truth serum, who you taking in this matchup? And you look at that and you go, oh, 0-1, 0-1, 1080, 245. Boy, I know who I'm taking. I think whoever said the key is the bats, I think that is a big part of it. Is this lineup, has it solved it? Has it figured it out? I don't know. It's hard to predict. I don't know. What is the line? Astros are favored by 1.5 runs. Well, that's what they were favored in game 1, by 1.5. I'm nervous too, Fidel. I really am. I'm nervous for this team. I'm nervous for the city. I'm nervous for Astros fans. I don't have a great feeling about it, and hopefully I'm wrong, and usually I am. By the way, just since we're here, let's go check the Laminator 5000 for the week. Laminator 5000, we went 9-5 straight up, just picking games based off of scores. Like this one said that the score should have been Cleveland 23, Pittsburgh 21, and ended up being 15-10. We missed on that. This one said it should have been 24-23 Titans. It was 34-31. So we went 9-5 just straight up. Had a terrible time against the over-under. We went 5-9. But against the spread, pretty good. Went 10-4 against the spread. So not bad. This is my overall for the year, by the way, if you're wondering. So overall for the year, against the spread, I'm 39-33 for 54%. That's the Laminator 5000. Over unders, we were doing good. I think I went back and redid them. I was doing it wrong. This week was our worst week against the over unders. But I've nailed 63% of over unders. And that's from week 4, by the way, because there's just not enough data to do it for the first 3 weeks. But week 4 through week 8, 54% against the spread, 63.89% over unders, and 65.28% straight up picks, just win or lose. It's not bad. Could be worse. Those are respectable numbers, I promise you. If Barry had an ESPN 97.5 Twitter account, could let White Magic run it for fight versus Astros Twitter. Oh, yeah, that's true. White Magic could stir up some shit now. He's good at that. I thought they were dead in the first last night. Can't give up on the squad. Oh, no. Listen, as a fan, I'm hooting and hollering and running around the house, Joe Pro. So excited. But it's also my job just to evaluate and set aside my fandom for a moment. And when you do that and you look at this team, just as much as the Astros bats have gone cold and figured it out, so could the Braves bats. And the Braves have proven they're not scared of the road, and they're not scared of the Astros pitching staff. Steven said, "Are you actually betting money using the Laminator 5000?" No, I don't have that kind of dough right now. I have in the past. But I had to even stop using Jerry Bow right now. I just don't have that kind of out money to be wasting. You know? Don't have the money to be wasting. I see, like, I don't want to mention any names. I didn't even tell any road stories. I only had one good road story. Some guy wanted to fight me. I'll tell that tomorrow. That'll be a good tease. If you want to hear my road story about a guy that tried to fight me at the club, I'll do that tomorrow. But I met a guy who was like, man, it's a good thing I don't live where weed is legal. I'd spend all my money on weed. And then he was like, man, I'm just broke though, bro. It's because you're spending all your money on weed, dude. Priorities, homie. Priorities. All right, we got to bounce. Got to go pay for my P.O. box. No 3-hour show. I got to go down to the UPS store, and I forgot to re-up my P.O. box before I left last week, so it's expired. I may not even have it anymore. I do need a road bodyguard, Tony. No, it doesn't happen often. But yeah, he wanted to fight me. I thought, I'll tell you the story tomorrow. Hey! Thanks for being here. Oh, it was so good to be back doing this show. Thank you, Alex Villanueva. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, everybody that showed up. I appreciate you. I love you. See you tomorrow. Thanks for coming back to this show. I was worried nobody would come back. Be good to each other, man. Don't be dicks on Twitter. If you're part of Astros Twitter, I respect that. Thank you, Joel. If you're part of Astros Twitter, I respect that. You should rally around your team. Just don't bully people. All right. See you tomorrow. Until tomorrow, be safe. Be kind. Most importantly, love each other. See you tomorrow. Go Chiefs!